Hello friends, my name is Videosniper, and today I have another tutorial about how to make a infinite liquid system using the stairs method in Terraria version 1.2.0.2. I know this is a little late, the new version just came out, and it may or may not be in it yet, I'm not sure, but I'm going to take you through the steps on what we need to do because this is just my own personal preference. I think this system that I make here is very diverse in what it can do, and it's very simple, and also it has some silos attached to it, which is really nice. So let's get started. So as you can kind of see, I've built this box, and I'm fighting off all those creatures there, but I built this box, and then I built these two little things coming out the top of it. That's going to be like my nozzle. Now I'm building these stairs going down, and I tried to get this speed up as fast as I can go because it's kind of a long process, but you build these stairs going down, and basically what this is going to do is as the liquid falls over the stairs, it multiplies itself. It's kind of a bug in the physics of liquid in Terraria. So we're going to take advantage of that by having it go down these flights of stairs, and I'll show you how that works in a bit. But I'm building these stairs kind of big. I probably did this really overkill, but just to get the point across, and it keeps going down, and then at the bottom here we're going to put a pump, and there's some other dynamics of building the stairs as well, and I'll get to that once I get to that part of the footage, but that's the basic design so far. So there I'm putting down the pumps right now, as you can see. Perfect. And now I'm going to add a little bit of wire, or I guess you could call it pipes for this method, I guess, but just laying down the wire going up, and connecting it to the outlet pump. Just dropped a little bit of wire there. And the reason I put this so high up in the air is because it does take up quite a bit of space, and as you could see earlier when I was jumping up building the giant wall going up. But so right now what I'm doing also is I'm building a little like control center. I'm going to put my timer and my switches in there, and that's going to allow me to control all my aspects right from in there, because you'll see with the silos you can pretty much do everything, and you'll be working with lava, honey, and water. So I just turned it on there, and I'm going to fly to the top, and I'm going to drop some water in, and we're going to see it automatically start pumping now. And when I come back to the bottom, you'll notice that essentially it started filling up. One bucket turned into probably like 100 right there, easy peasy. And now I'm building the overflow channels. Essentially, it's the way that you have to think about fluid is it'll only go as high as it can, and once it hits that point, it won't cap off. So what I do to compensate for that is I build these overflow channels. Essentially, each side will have this little, the stairs will go down, and then there'll be this little wall next to it to capture it, to make sure it goes down the next set of stairs. But then what will happen is once that set of stairs fills up, there'll be a whole triangle to the left side or the right side where there's just air. So essentially, once that triangle fills up, I want it to overflow on the other side so that we get this complete full chamber. It works out really well. I'll show you later on. So right now I'm starting to build a little bit of the silos. I also have an escape route, or an escape channel. That's what I'm building right now, is the escape channel. Basically what that does is sometimes you'll get, let's just say lava, something that you'll get a whole bunch of because of this system, and you won't know what to do with it. So what I do is I make this giant, basically pit going straight to hell, and I can dump whatever I want down there where I don't want it. And that's what the escape route is for, is I'll just turn it on and all the lava will go down there and don't have to worry about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Pretty useful. Same with water and honey. It can all go down there. So that's what I'm going to build right here. I might skip over some of this, but I'm trying to speed it up as quickly as I can. Now I'm building the silo aspect of things. I have basically the majority of this stair system done. I'm just going to build the silos. This is probably really hard if you don't have grappling hooks or wings, as you can probably already tell. Do a lot of falling. So as you can see, I'm building 3 chambers, which I call silos. One's going to be water, one's going to be lava, and one's going to be honey, because honey is considered a fluid or a liquid in this game. So you can basically take advantage of it just as much as you could take advantage of any other liquid. Also making the channels for this too wide. That's because liquid honey and liquid lava have a very high viscosity. It takes a lot longer for it to flow. It's very slow moving. So the bigger the tunnel or the channel, the faster the liquid can move through it, so you don't have to sit there quite as long for that liquid to flow down and into the silo. So I'm just kind of rebuilding or now I'm going to build the actual system that moves the liquid to the correct silos. And this is a little bit of a wiring challenge, using red for the pumping, for the pipe going up to the top, and then yellow and blue to alternate the switches, because if you cross the wrong wires with the wrong way, you can end up turning on 3 or 4 things, or it's just a big mess. So the more wires the better. So as you can see now, when you hit those buttons, little black, that basically removes the ground from where it's at, and I put in actuators that you can buy from the mechanic NPC. So now there's water filling up because we have our system turned on, and as you can see, it fills up quite fast as far as water goes, because water is pretty fast falling. Then I just fixed a little bit of the pump up there because it was overflowing to the left side, and again, we want as much surface area of the water to go over all the steps, so that we can get the doubling up as much as possible. I'm putting some lights down just so that it shows what I'm doing a little bit easier to see. Should have done that from the start. And those are our overflow channels right there that I'm kind of pointing out. As the water rises, it's not going to the left at all because those stairs are blocking it, but eventually it'll overflow just like that, what it's doing right there. And it will get a nice even fill all the way throughout the system. And now I'm just taking some time to let it kind of fill up and also demonstrate the purpose of that overflow channel. And to the right side, that's kind of what I mean by the water can only go as high as it can. Since the bottom of the second steps is falling, it can't go to the right. So that's a little demonstration of it's filled now, and it's also overflowing. I also turned on the water silo there. That's where you can see it going down. Now the water silo is filled. I'm going to shut off the cog down there, the actuator, and now here comes the lava. 1 bucket of lava, and as you can see, it's already pretty quickly turned it to multiple buckets. And I'll just keep doing that until it's full, and I'll skip ahead here just because lava takes so long to fill this puppy up with. And there we go. I think that's after a couple hours of just normal speed. Lava does stick to a lot of stuff, so that's why it's going over the overflow channels a lot. But oh well, it's still getting a lot of lava. That's it filled after about 3 hours. And we're dumping it into the lava silo. And then we're going to do some honey here in a second. shut off that actuator, and there's our lava. And now we're going to drop a bucket of honey. Just one bucket. Boom, there it goes. And turn on the pump. And we'll wait for it to come down. Honey is the slowest. A couple things to kind of talk about while this is flowing is that the reason that the silos are such a cool idea is that if you put water in the middle and have honey and lava on the left and right sides, what you can do is you can make a little channel in between and have the lava and honey, or excuse me, the water and honey flow together to make the honey bricks, or you can make water and lava flow together to make the obsidian, which helps out a lot. It's easier way to mine everything. Don't have to go down to hell to get all the obsidian. So here's our honey filled up all the way. Not really all the way, just I guess enough to demonstrate. It is very, very sticky, so it overflows even more than the lava, but oh well, we're still getting way more than we need for such an easy tool to make. Just shut it off there, and now I'm going to dump it into the honey silo. There it goes, down, 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 and it's so slow. I probably should have just made that honey channel much bigger, because it'll take forever just for this to flow down into there. But it's going. Those little red flashes on the bottom are just the lava doing its thing. And this pretty much concludes my tutorial on how to make an infinite liquid machine using the stair method. I hope this helps out, and again, I'm not sure if this is applicable in the newer versions of Terraria, but it definitely applies in version 1.2.0.2. And there are multiple other versions of how to do this, but this one I think works the best. And again, mix and match, take my ideas and go from there. Thank you.